8:30 on Tuesday, August the 11th, and it's time for the morning briefing. First of all, no changes to the National Terrorism Advisory System overnight. A snapshot of the region. We got updated numbers yesterday from the unaccompanied children. You do see our 4 declarations that we have here in the region. No damage assessments to talk about this morning, and no fire management requests. Now, as we switch over to the geo platform this morning, got pretty colors on the map. We also have a little bit of rain. Before we turn it over to Paula at the Weather Service to update, let's go around the region real quick. No changes to the status of our state EOCs. All are at level 4, as is the region here. National watch is at enhanced watch, nights only, and that's because of the storms out in the Pacific. The RRCC and NRCC are both at level 4. No changes there. No changes to the status of our IMAX. We have no shelters to talk about this morning, and all the power outages are less than 1,500. Before we go over to Paula, we're going to zoom into New Mexico. And yesterday afternoon, evening, we did get word via Twitter that New Mexico governor did issue an emergency declaration due to the wastewater that is coming down the Antimus, and the San Juan rivers. Here you see Silverton, Colorado, where that old gold mine was located, and it has come down through. It's passed into New Mexico now, where the governor made the declaration, and it will eventually get into Utah and the Colorado River out there. Anyway, we'll go back to the big map, and we'll turn it over to Paula to tell about the weather.
Good morning, everyone. How is the phone this morning?
I'm not hearing you on the phone, Paula.
Okay, I'm logged in and not muted, so I'm not sure what the problem is there. Okay, so as we can see on the map this morning, we do have some showers up in the panhandle of Oklahoma and Texas, and we also have some showers and thunderstorms out ahead of the front in Louisiana. Moving on to the threat matrix for today, we do have the possibility of some severe weather in southeast Texas and southern Louisiana, and the heat will still be on, but the heat indices will be less than yesterday, and we are now further south with just East Texas and Louisiana as that front slowly pushes through. Next slide. The tropics remain quiet in the Atlantic for the next 5 days. So once again, that severe threat is possible in Louisiana and eastern Texas, with damaging winds being the thing that we should watch out for most. Not expecting any tornado or hail activity, but as that front pushes south and east, that is where we can expect severe storm possible. Next slide. So the heat indices will be a bit lower today, 105 to 110 for eastern Texas and Louisiana. As we move forward into the week, those heat indices will become a bit more normal down by the coastal areas, and our temperatures will become more seasonable, and we are not expecting any significant impacts through the weekend. Our drought monitor will be updated this Thursday, and as you can see, we have expanded from last week, and space weather is quieting down compared to this past weekend. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to take them now, and I'll talk to some of you later on this morning.
Thank you, Paula. Appreciate that. If you have a question for the Weather Service, go ahead and type it in the chat window. If you're on the phone, go ahead and ask your question. And Paula, let's hang around after the briefing, and we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with the phone. So, in the meantime, let's take a look at the events going on around the region this week. Today's events are highlighted in bold there. Looking forward to next week. And here's our question for the day, or our fact for the day. First storm of the season was on this day in 1856. And there's where it came ashore. Any questions? Angela reminds us, if you've signed up for the retirement training and can't make it, please unenroll in FEKC so that we can get to the waiting list. Thank you, Angela. Any other questions this morning? All right, everyone. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.